El crimen organizado ha encontrado un negocio millonario en el tráfico de personas, sobre todo en el tráfico de niños. Niños que muchas veces son robados para que acompañen a adultos y así les sea más fácil ingresar a los Estados Unidos. Por cada persona que llega a los Estados Unidos, el crimen organizado cobra miles de dólares y lo hace a través del sistema financiero del propio Estados Unidos, el sistema financiero legal. Todo esto me lo explica Kat Kamak, ella es congresista en los Estados Unidos.
Congresswoman, thank you very much for this interview. You've been working a lot on human trafficking, especially on the way that these drug cartels are the ones that actually traffic kids into the United States. Can you tell us a little bit the story and what these bracelets are?
So there's been a couple of horrific practices that the cartels have employed as they traffic humans across, but most notably children. There's a process that they call recycling, where the United States implemented under the Joe Biden administration a rule that if a child was accompanying an adult and that child was 6 years or younger, that individual, that adult, would be admitted into the United States. Well, the cartels, they learned this policy far quicker and how to exploit it.
And they started trafficking with kids.
Yes.
And using these kids to be able to get better opportunities for adults here in the United States.
Well, I mean, some of the adults that they were trafficking in had criminal records. I mean, everything from domestic violence to murder to drug trafficking to sex crimes. And so the cartels were basically taking these children, matching them up with people that were not their family or biological parents. And then they were using the children to Sherpa these individuals across the border. And then once the children got to the border and the individual got across, they would send the child back to make the journey again. And these children were abused violently, horrifically, sexually, many, many times over. And anyone who crossed the border was forced to wear one of these wristbands. And it dictated to the cartel,
Depending on the
color and the number of what cartel you belong to and what number you were of the day and whether or not you pay.
You also have been working a lot in identifying how these drug traffickers and human traffickers are working on social media.
Yes.
You just found a message this morning. How does that work?
Well, on social media, it's become a very important tool for the cartels and the narco traffickers. Whether they're moving drugs or they're moving humans, they use advertisements, Facebook Marketplace, Snapchat, direct messages, and to make matters worse, they use the payment platforms within these social media apps to facilitate the financial payments. So it is an absolute modern-day network of narco terrorists that are on social media, using it to advertise their services, target individuals, and move individuals and drugs.
How is the method plan, the payment plan that is unofficial banking, and how does that work, and how much is it to get somebody into the United States?
Well, it really depends. I mean, if you're coming from Mexico, it's anywhere from $6,500 to $7,500. If you're coming from Central America, it could be $9,500. I've seen prices for literal price sheets for people coming from as far as China that are coming to the United States, being smuggled in through third-party countries. That is $75,000.
And how do they make this payment?
So they're doing it through the legal payment systems and the merchant services that are hosted by these social media apps. And to the banks, it looks like legitimate transactions because it is a mega company, these social media companies, and that is something that we are investigating here in Congress.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.